Greg Tennis is one of the best people we got working for us.
What, Ralph?
I can't say his name well. Todd,
Cra- Craig?
there.
Yeah.
He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Everything the way it ought to be. He doesn't stand around waiting to sign autographs. He just does his job.
Right. Yeah. He's good at looking for money too. Like Monica Hunt out there at the health department. I love those two. They're always looking for money, you know. Well, Shannon's good at it too, so. Ron, Ralph.
We will call the Parks Committee to order for April 20th, 2026. Approval of the minutes would be in order. Chair would entertain a motion to do so.
So moved.
Any additions, corrections, or deletions of those minutes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 3 is the finance reports.
You will find your finance reports in your packet, starting with the Parks Division of the Capital Fund. You'll see that we have one project currently open, and you have a balance available for future projects in the amount of $144,055. Moving on to your Parks Fund revenue and expense. You will see that we're coming along with revenues and at about 29%, and expenses are lower at about 3.23%. Again, we're just kind of starting to open the parks and get people out into them. So you'll see that expense percent rise over the next few months. And so you have a cash on hand of $82,962.94. If there's any questions, I will attempt to answer them.
Questions of Shannon? Okay, hearing none. Park updates, park monthly report. Morning.
So yeah, the parks still aren't technically open, but we started pre-season maintenance. We have some boards we need to replace on the Bicentennial Bridge. Lots of trees down at all the parks that we gotta clear up. We actually just started mowing today too, so we're getting going.
Questions?
Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
For Ramsdale, I've been looking into possibly getting a prescribed burn done for one of the fields, as opposed to cutting it with the brush hog. I've talked to some fire departments and some private enterprises that do that, but haven't heard anything back yet.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't seem to get too far with the burning permits, so once in a while I have to light one in when it's real foggy. By the time the fog lifted, the fire's pretty well gone. But the prescribed burns are a nice thing, and flowers are nicer, everything is nicer. And it curtails some of the brush, but not all of the brush. And I'll tell you what, if you don't mow it, that brush will take over, and the first thing you know, it's terrible. Yes,
Which ones do we do the controlled burn at?
Potentially all of them. This is the first time I know that we've tried it, at least recently. If it works well, then maybe we can pass it on to the other folks.
And so you get a hold of the fire department in the area
Yeah, Clayton, who was close to
for which one?
Ramsdale.
Oh, Ramsdale.
the park out here on Tipton Highway, they burn quite often.
The guy that lives right by the
And
entrance to Centennial burns a lot. Every time you go by there, you see smoke going across the road.
But and it works pretty well. I mean, there's not a lot of brush there.
Right.
Okay, very good, thank you. Get back to. Not every page but the page I want. It's not too hard. Must have two stuck together. Yeah, right there it is. I'm gonna go to Safe Cracking School. There it is. Okay, I'm sorry. Item B is a request to close a project on Gerber Park's electrical.
Yep, so, the electrical hasn't run to both sides, of the park, so Gerber now has electricity. We'd just like to close it. We used 18,750 of the allotted 20,625.
Very good. Questions?
So moved.
Or
Discussion on the motion? Nobody accused you people of being Gabby. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, updates and other business. Maybe you're holding back for that. Yes,
I know, I think we have discussed this at the prior meeting, but the Onstead soccer program is going to be using the park again this year.
We would have to approve it again, but they did a good job keeping the park clean last year, so everyone's in favor of it,
Have
yes.
they made an application or request or anything?
It'd be for fall, so
Oh, yeah.
they're probably just waiting.
yes, Jim.
And just for in case people are watching, remind us again, the parks will open,
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day weekend.
so they'll open Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday.
We'd open them Friday, the
Friday.
Friday before Memorial Day.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other updates or other business? Public comment? Here we go. Thank you.
Hi,
Here
I'm
you-
Julie Conley with the Lenawee Conservation District, and I was here last month to talk about a countywide program that we're doing, and I have information about it. The River Raisin Watershed Quest. We are finalizing the locations and the quests. I've been to quite a few of the parks and have been really impressed. There's a lot of places of the county that are worth celebrating, Gerber Park in particular. Interestingly, the other people that are working with me on this hadn't been to Gerber either, so I'm excited that we'll get some attention to to a park that deserves it. Really impressed with the interpretation signage there. I mean, all around, been very impressed with Gerber. So I'm happy to share the flyers. I believe registration is open. The website is live. And we've avoided parks that were closed before Memorial Day. However, I'm thinking that this opens on the 22nd, which might be the day that you open parks, if you're opening them the Friday before Memorial Day. So that may, we may change this to have Bicentennial back on the list, because I think that's just such a great space back in the trees. So I'll check in with you and confirm that. But if there's any questions on this, I'm happy to report back on how it goes, but it's scheduled for the 22nd through the 29th of May.
I'd love one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm happy to email that as well. So registration is very limited, and there's, it'd be pretty interesting to see if we fill it. We expect that we will. We are going to Heritage, and we're listing Heritage as one of the sites, and Stubnitz is a site below that. And Stubnitz is an example of where we're using, we're putting time constraints in to not interrupt the LISD programs. I'm sorry, I just brought 5. I'm sorry, I'm happy to email that. So there we do have the ability to put constraints on within the app, so people couldn't, I mean, they could show up, but they won't get credit for completing the challenges except within the window, so.
You did mention the Heritage, and Heritage is the city of Adrian.
Right,
The difference.
Right, and I'm just using that as an example because we're able to put constraints on, so it isn't just a free-for-all at any time. I just brought that up as an example of one of the spaces that we have some limits on.
We want to be careful to the point that there does need to be a line between the two. Or the first thing you know, we're gonna have 19 and a half parks. And we're gonna be 8 days a week, 25 hours. We don't want to do that. So, well, anyway, I don't want to, and I don't think any, you know, we want to be good neighbors, but at the same time, we want them to be neighbors. So,
And
very
I-
good. Yes,
Will the teams that sign up, will they be choosing the park or you assigning the park?
There's currently, when a team signs up, the app will go live on the 22nd. So they can get into the app, but they won't have any of the challenges unlocked until the 22nd. And then at the 22nd, I think we're at 17. I think we're at about 17 locations will unlock and then, I say unlock, will become visible, basically. And then people can choose the order and the timing that they want to go to the different locations. So, teams, I've got some finagling to do with the app to see exactly how it's set up. But we expect that it will, all of the challenges will be available and then people can choose where and when they want to move around the county. And I'm happy to, in the descriptions of each of the locations, I'm happy to designate whether it's a county or a city park.
and that's probably really kind of important. You know,
Okay.
Just for those people that they don't realize the difference, so.
For
yeah.
sure.
So how are you getting this out to the public? Have you gotten a hold of all the communities or?
No,
So if you want to, you said you're gonna email that to us. I don't know if you have our email addresses. I've got a card here for you. I'll give you one before you leave, but if you get,
perfect.
if you get that to me electronically, I'll send it out to all of the areas that I cover.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. So we're counting on the River Raisin Watershed Council, their marketing arms. They've got a pretty extensive email list. It's already started to show up in some of their information. So counting on their email blast and their social media programs to promote it. I'm happy to forward it and have any additional ones as well.
They probably,
We're kind of dancing because the bracket of app that we purchased allows only 20 teams. So
Ah.
I don't want to set people up for frustration, you know, have a big wide response and then have people frustrated because we have a much larger response than we anticipate. So we're kind of dancing in that large enough to be impactful, but small enough for us to still kind of control it and learn lessons. So next year it could be even larger.
so the River Raisin Watershed probably has all of our communities in there, so
Great.
I'll just
Okay,
let it
great,
go until we see, and if you need more, let me know.
great. Thank you.
Other questions or comments?
So I'll probably have one more, there's one more meeting. I was going to say at the next meeting, I'll let you know how it went, but there is one more in between when this takes place. So thank you so much.
Very good. Other public comment? I don't think I got any more public, but maybe somebody's invisible. All right. Hearing none, we have any other business at all? Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.